Very a lazy bum.
Yeah, really. I mean, honestly, these two guys both work incredibly hard, and there's so much precision in their work from that practice. It's.
I remember Dan telling me once that you know, I could grill you when I was bothering you in your home, and he said you'd only write when you were inspired. And I thought, oh, that's such a great idea, because I only write when I really want to kill myself.
I have to say I changed that entirely at a certain point.
Well, that's what I was going to say next, because then when I asked you again later, you were like, you know, and you've changed your way of working over the years. I'm not sure if people are necessarily as aware of that as indie cartoonists are, because I know that you have specifically altered, like some stories you have not necessarily improvised, but I know that you went back and worked in a much more fluid and improvisatory way.
Every way there is, yeah.
But most cartoonists don't. They just keep making the same mistakes over and over again. So,
yeah, I mean, it's certainly, I try to always make it exciting, you know, because it can get so deadly dull if you're stuck in the same routine.
Yes.
And I try to always keep myself, you know, guessing what's going to come next and feel like I'm free to do whatever I want. And if I wanted to, you know, draw with my teeth on the next page, I can do that. But then it always comes out the same way. But to know that I could approach it in a completely different way. It's always, you know, it's, yeah.
Well, it means a lot to us as other cartoonists watching you, because then you really give permission to something I don't even know if you're aware of it, but so many people are like, oh, good, now I get to do that, you know, because Dan did, you know, like you kind of went that extra step. Your approach in a way, it's kind of like Stanley Kubrick a bit, where you know, these movies are all so different, but they're similar in a way.
Yeah.
You're able to see what you have to overcome with every new project that you do, and you approach it in a way that is very specific to the story and what you want to try. You always try something incredibly new that always blows our minds and makes us want to kill ourselves.
That's my goal. I've never killed anybody yet. I remember reading an interview with Clowes, who I don't even really necessarily like his work that much, but he said, inspiration is for amateurs. And I remember thinking, like, that's absolutely right. It's like, you can't rely on inspiration. You can't pay for it. And I look back at my work, and I know when I felt inspired and when I felt like I had a migraine and I didn't want to do anything that day. I can never tell the difference. And often inspired stuff is worse, because you're like, you're a little high on yourself. It's like being on ecstasy or something. Everything I do is great, man. It's good to have that sort of like, you know, maybe this will work, and try to sucker through it a little bit.
You can have to capture it because it's such a fleeting moment to be inspired to, or to have some idea come to you. Comics is such an art of awkward carpentry too, where it's just, you know, you spend hours and hours banging together something you don't even know if it's going to work or not. You can't be inspired.
Yeah, it's not like writing a song and like, I did it in 45 minutes and it just flowed out and
You can't.
Yeah, I can't. It'd be nice to do it every once in a while, but it's,
I keep hoping to be some